Being part of the John Maxwell team, I not only have the honor and privilege of being mentored by Mr. John Maxwell himself, but I have the privilege of being mentored by a team of faculty members that he has put together that have been successful in their respective businesses. And actually, one of the faculty members is the president of the John Maxwell Companies, Mr. Mark Cole. And he led an amazing conference call last night discussing a leader's platform. And it stemmed from what has happened over this last weekend regarding the NFL protests. Now, he didn't get political or display his views on things. And I'm not going to regurgitate what he said on this call. But his call inspired me to deliver this coaching tip today because I've been having a lot of thoughts about what's happened over the weekend as well. And I'm not going to use this video to display my view or get political, but we can all agree, whether you're for or against what has happened over the past weekend, we have been more divided as a nation than I have ever seen in my lifetime. And it's important that we all recognize what platform we are leading others from. Now, what is a platform? Where everything rises and falls on leadership. And as I mentioned in a previous call, is that we all have leadership. Because leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. And because we all influence others one way or another, then we all have a social responsibility to increase and continue to improve our leadership skills. And it's important now more than ever with the country that is so divided. And this is what our nation lacks right now, is leadership. Because leadership is not defending your perspective or view. Leadership comes from having the tough conversations. So where is your platform? Your platform it could be where you're influencing people from, whether it be from social media, whether it be from your position at work or in the community or in church or in government, within your friends or family. We all have a certain platform to where we influence people. And it's important that we recognize our platform. And then once we recognize our platform, then we have to take our platform with serious responsibility in order for our influence to make change. A lot of us right now are being irresponsible with our platform because we are leading with emotion instead of with passion. Emotions are temporary. And when you have temporary emotions, then you lead with chaotic deliverables. Whereas when you lead with passion, passion is internal. Passion is long-term. So your deliverables are more real and have clarity. So it's important that you take responsibility for your platform and then lead with passion instead of emotion. And then when you lead with passion, the next thing you want to do when leading from your platform is having the effective communication. I say over and over again, the most important skill in all of leadership, in my opinion, is communication. And not just any communication, but connecting with people. And when you are leading from a platform, it's important that whether you're communicating with people that are for or against your position on things, that you lead the conversation, this tough conversation, with empathy and sincere curiosity. Because when you lead with empathy and you start asking the questions, being curious about their perspective, people become open and honest with their communication. They become less combative with their position. And then they themselves will respond back with empathy and sincere curiosity, making that tough conversation become a lot easier to handle. And when you have that connection, when both sides become empathetic and each side has sincere curiosity, then the right conversation will happen. And then finally, when leading from your platform, you have to have a purpose. Not just the purpose to stop the bickering and battering, but a purpose for change. For example, with these protests, you can't have a conversation just to stop the protests. You have to have a conversation on where the protests are coming from, where the people are coming from as they want people to understand the importance of the anthem. You want to have the open and honest conversation to say, we have issues, let's fix them. What is the purpose that we're going to deliver today to not only stop the protests, but to prevent the protests from happening further? And so that each side understand that we all respect the wonderful country that we live in. So when you lead from your platform, take responsibility and lead with passion and not emotion. Communicate, develop a connection by having empathy and sincere curiosity. So those tough conversations become a lot easier. And make sure you come with the conversations and these meetings with purpose. See you next week. I just wanna